Hi guys! This is the final part of the masterclass on crocheting a sleeping bear. In this part we will make all the details to decorate the head. We will embroider the eyes, attach the nose and also crochet the pillow and bow. In the description below the video you will find links to other parts of the masterclass and also link to a sleeping bear crochet pattern in PDF format on Etsy shop. This is how I managed to sew on the tail. Now let's make the muzzle and ears. We don't change the hook, number 4. Let's start crocheting the muzzle. Again we make 2 chain stitches or an amigurumi ring. I make 2 chain stitches and in the first chain stitch I make 6 single crochets. In the second row we make 6 increases. In each stitch there are 2 single crochets. In the third row we make 1 single crochet and 1 increase, and do this until the end of the row. At the end of the row there will be 18 single crochets. In the fourth row we make 2 single crochets and 1 increase, and do this until the end of the row. At the end of the row there will be 24 single crochets. In the fifth row we make 3 single crochets and 1 increase, and do this until the end of the row. At the end of the row there will be 30 single crochets. In the sixth row we make 30 single crochets. After this we will make a slip stitch in the next stitch and cut the thread. This will be the muzzle for the bear. Then I'll tell you what to do next. The muzzle looks like this. I have already turned the bear's muzzle inside out. Now let's make the ears. We don't change the hook, number 4. We start as usual, loop and 2 chain stitches, and in the first chain stitch we make 6 single crochets. In the second row we make 6 increases. In each stitch there are 2 single crochets. The first increase, the second increase, the third increase, the fourth increase, the fifth increase, and the last 6th increase. In the third row we make 12 increases. In each stitch there are 2 single crochets. At the end of the row there will be 24 single crochets. Now we have 24 stitches in a row. In the fourth and fifth row we make 24 single crochets in each row. After this we make a slip stitch and cut the thread. Fold the ear in half and the ear for the bear will be ready. Now we make these 2 rows. I'll show you what kind of ear I get. The second ear is done in exactly the same way. We turn the ear inside out. Hide the threads inside. Fold the ear in half, slightly bending the edges. We crochet the second ear for the bear in the same way. Now we need to sew the muzzle and ears to the bear's head. The bear looks in one direction, so we sew the muzzle here, closer to the paw. Sew with a regular needle and thread in a circle. We sew the ears approximately here. Fold the ear something like this. The ear on the right side is completely close to the neck. We also sew the ear in a circle. The second ear on the left side should start from the center where we started crocheting. Sew it on. We sew it on ourselves, since it won't be easy to show it on camera and make it look good. Holding a bear, sewing on an ear and showing it on camera at the same time is unrealistic, so we sew it ourselves. Important point. It's necessary to add filler to the bear's muzzle. We need the muzzle to be plump. Therefore, in the process of sewing on the muzzle, add filler. I decided to show you a little about the process of sewing on the muzzle. Sew using a regular needle and thread. We insert the needle first into one part, then into the other, and sew on in a circle. During the sewing process, add filler to the muzzle. This is how I managed to sew the muzzle to the bear's head. I have also already sewed the ears to the head. You can see that the ears and tail are sewn on the same line. The muzzle is also sewn on. I like everything. All we have to do is design the muzzle. I use a nose that is glued on. I use hot melt glue. We also need to embroider the eyes. When we do this, the bear will be ready. All we have to do is to make a bow and a pillar for the bear. This is how I managed to glue the nose and also embroider the eyes. Let's start crocheting a bow for the bear. I make a bow in the form of a scarf about 85 cm long. Now I'll show you how to crochet a scarf. For the scarf I use hook number 5. We make a loop and now 5 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what a chain of chain stitches should look like. Now from the second stitch from the hook we crochet half double crochets. First we make a yarn over. From the second stitch from the hook we make 4 half double crochets. This is the first half double crochet. Again I made a yarn over, inserted the hook into the stitch, pulled through these 3 loops, we crochet them at a time. This is the second half double crochet, the third half double crochet, and the fourth half double crochet. This is what crochet should look like. We make 1 chain stitch and reverse the crochet direction. We repeat the same thing, 4 half double crochets and then 1 chain stitch. The first half double crochet, the second half double crochet, the third half double crochet, the fourth half double crochet. Again 1 chain stitch and reverse the crochet direction. Using this pattern, 4 half double crochets, 1 chain stitch and reverse the crochet direction, we will make a scarf for the bear. The length of the scarf should be about 85 to 90 centimeters. The scarf should be long enough to be able to tie beautifully on a bear. If the scarf is of sufficient length, the ends of the scarf will lie beautifully on the bear. So we continue crocheting, 1 chain stitch, reverse the crochet direction, and then 4 half double crochets. Again 1 chain stitch, reverse the crochet direction, and 4 half double crochets. The scarf is done. I haven't cut the thread yet. I want to try the length of the scarf. I wrap the scarf underneath the bear's paws. I align both ends of the scarf so that they are the same length. I tie the scarf around the bear's neck in a bow. Tying a bow beautifully is also not an easy task. You need to try hard to tie the bow beautifully. You can leave it like that, just like a scarf around the bear's neck looks beautiful too. But I still try to tie a bow. Something doesn't work. I probably won't be able to show you how to tie a bow either. Inconvenient. I need to take the bear closer to me. The main thing is to tighten this knot well. Now I'll show you the finished bear. On the finished bear, the knot is well tightened. Now I'll try to do the same thing beautifully for our bear. Tighten the knot well. I still can't tie this bear's bow properly. So I try again. I managed to tie a bow. It wasn't possible to show the process on camera. I repeat once again, the main thing is to tighten the knot very well. Pull and tighten constantly and you get this beauty. I'm sure that you can do it too, and everything will work out for you too. All we have to do is make a pillow for the sleeping bear. For the pillow we also use hook number 5. We make a loop and 20 chain stitches. Twenty chain stitches are made. From the second stitch from the hook we make 18 single crochets. We make regular single crochets along a chain of chain stitches. "18 single crochets are done. We have one stitch left until the end of the row. In this one stitch we make 3 single crochets, exactly in one stitch. Reverse the crochet direction. Now along this side we also make 18 single crochets. "18 single crochets are done. Now we make 2 increases. Here is the first increase. And in the next stitch we make one more increase. This is the second increase. Something isn't working for me. Ready. Now in a circle in each stitch we crochet 1 single crochet. We need to make 17 or 18 rows in this way. I definitely don't count the number of rows. I just crochet and see if I like it. This is how I crochet this row and show you what I get. Everyone will continue further on your own. You can see how we move in a circle and make 1 single crochet in each stitch. Thanks to this crochet pattern, we will form a pillow. Let me remind you that we turn the crochet inside out. This was the beginning. In the process of crocheting, this shape is formed. We turned the pillow inside out and continued crocheting in a circle. In total, I have crocheted 16 rows. Now I will close the crochet stitch so that the pillow becomes the finished product. I leave the end of the thread this length. You can of course leave the end of the thread shorter, but I'd rather cut off the excess later. Take hook number 4. You should finish crocheting the pillow on the same side where you started. You can see the thread inside at the beginning. Where we started is where we must finish. We make a slip stitch. Straight the thread. Now we need to close the pillow by inserting a hook into each stitch. We grab the thread with a hook and pull it to the other side. I insert the hook again on this side. On the other side, grab the thread with a crochet hook and pull it to the other side. In this way we need to completely close the pillow. When we have a few stitches left to the end, we add filler. Please note that we need to add very little filler. The pillow should not be flatted, but the pillow should be flatter. Add filler and finish in the same way. This is what my pillow for sleeping bear looks like. You can see that the pillow has sharp corners on one top side. In turn, at the bottom the corners of the pillow are more rounded. I place the pillow under the bear on the side where the corners are more rounded. The side of the pillow with sharp corners is on the outside. In this position you can sew the pillow to the bear, but you can also not sew the pillow. It's whatever you like. My sleeping bear has a pillow sewn on. I hope you got the same cool sleeping bear with a pillow and a bow. I wish you all the best. See you soon.